Good day, champions. Welcome back to the channel. We often talk about time management, but can you actually manage time? Each day, each of us is given a precious gift, a gift of 86,400 seconds, the amount of time in a 24-hour day. On certain days, some of us feel that this time is not enough, while others waste it. Unlike some things, you cannot save time to use it later. Where would you keep it? I have never met anyone who can save a single second out of the 86,400 seconds each of us gets. Have you? So it is in the spending of time that you can manage it by deciding or prioritizing the activities that are of value to you that you want to spend your time on. Anox Andoh here, a life success coach, focusing on intentionally building and living your best life. And in this video, I discuss time management skills, or more accurately, time spending skills that you need to develop to get the most value out of your time. The first thing to developing the skill of time management is to know how, where, and what you want to spend your time on. Without this knowledge, it will be difficult to spend your time wisely on the things that matter the most to you. So what is important here is to pay attention to the things you want to spend the most time on, or preferably the things that bring the most value to you. So the thing to do here is to pay attention to the activities that you would want to spend your time on, or preferably the activities that bring the most value to you. Attention management then is the key here to determine where you want to spend your time. The Covey Time Management Matrix, made popular by his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is helpful in understanding the importance of placing your attention or focus in the right areas of your life for maximum value. Stephen Covey explains how we spend our time using 4 quadrants based on if activities are urgent or important. Urgent activities are things that require your immediate attention. Important activities are those relating to your goals, especially your long-term goals. So in the first quadrant are things that are urgent and important. The second quadrant are things that are not urgent and important, while the third quadrant are things that are not important and urgent. The fourth is not urgent and not important. A lot of us spend our time in quadrant 1 activities. These are things that are urgent and important, so must be done and be done right away. If you are often dealing with pressing deadlines, problems that demand your immediate attention, you know what I'm talking about. This is also the stress zone, rushing to the finish line, having to be reactive, putting out fires. It indicates that you're probably leaving things undone till the last minute, wasting time and procrastinating till things have to be done. So activities in this quadrant must be managed. What are the constant interruptions or busy work you keep at but do not yield much results? These are the urgent but not important activities of quadrant 3 that some of us spend a lot of time on. In this quadrant, you're doing a lot of busy work and getting distracted due to interruptions. And this happens because you are not clear or have specific goals you're working on achieving. You work on things as and when they come, without prioritizing or delegating as may be useful. It is best to avoid such activities as much as possible. Quadrant 4 is the not important and not urgent activities like watching television, playing video games, hanging out, etc. for long periods of time that are actually time wasters, not bringing value to your life. These activities should be limited. The last quadrant, save the best for last, is quadrant 2, the not urgent and important activities. These are strategic, big picture activities such as the planning and execution of your long-term goals regarding your relationships, your health, finances, personal growth, etc. These activities are not urgent. There are generally no pressing deadlines attached to them. So people tend to procrastinate in getting them done as they require planning and proactiveness. However, these activities are of great importance, although they take time, effort, and energy to accomplish. They are necessary to the kind of life you want and lead to the fulfillment of your real desires and goals. This then is where you must put your focus and attention management. So, to be most effective with how you spend your time, it is best to determine your not urgent and important activities of quadrant 2. Plan when you get them done and put systems in place to ensure you do get them done. This will manage the constant firefighting of quadrant 1 while saying no to unnecessary busy work and wastefulness of quadrants 3 and 4. A question that usually comes up around this time is, what if I don't know what's important to me? I would say, look at your core values or the kind of life or lifestyle that you want to have. These provide good indicators of how you should spend your time. That is in alignment with your true self. What energizes you and lights you up. This is important because you cannot continuously sustain action in a direction that is not in alignment with what you want. Do see the videos on discovering what you want and being the best version of yourself, which have some great ideas on how to get on track to figuring out the kind of life that you really want. Once you have determined the activity that you want to spend your time on, the next thing is to make time for them by planning when you spend time on what. As the well-known Benjamin Franklin quote goes, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So the second step is to put an effective plan on how you spend your time in place. What is your favorite way of keeping yourself on track with your plans? Comment below and share with us. To plan how to spend our time, some of us like simple, daily, or weekly to-do lists. Others like to schedule activities or tasks in a calendar or an app on their phone. I say do whatever system works for you, knowing that the more specific your plans are in the tasks to be done and in the time period available, the better. I'll do some business development work today versus I will complete 3 sales proposals for companies A, B, and C from 12 noon to 3 p.m. today. For me, the best way to schedule my plans are through my calendar. I love the saying that the only time to do anything is now. So schedule it now on your calendar to-do list, whatever is good for you. But schedule it now. By this is meant that you decide on the specific beginning and end times you will perform a particular activity ahead of time, and it is only when the scheduled time, the now, is here that you will actually do it. Hence, the only time to do an activity is now, aka it's scheduled time. So schedule the specific start and end time for each task. This allows you to know exactly when your focus times are, when you'll be doing your quadrant 2 activities, and when you're free to do other tasks without any compromise to how you are spending your time. Each day, you work on what the scheduled activities are. If it's wake up at 6 a.m., work out from 6:15 to 7, read, meditate, pray after showering from 7:30 to 8:30 as a morning routine, for example. When the scheduled time rolls around, you hold yourself accountable by doing nothing else but what you have scheduled to do from the start time to the finish time. For example, I scheduled to record this video today. So at this time, guess what I'm doing? Nothing else but recording this video for you. I am not working with clients. I'm not reading a book. I'm not on the telephone. No, I'm only doing this activity that was scheduled today from the start to the end time. If an activity is not particularly enjoyable, I find it very useful knowing that its end time will come. With that being said though, let's make sure that the activity is broken down enough so that it doesn't have a high degree of difficulty all require a lot of effort from you. So break all your activities down such that you'll be able to perform them even if you don't feel like it. See the video above on how to break down your goals and activities. Like the tortoise, slow and steady wins the race. When it comes to managing your time by spending it doing the important activities that are essential to the life that you want, meaning that consistent action is what you need to get those not urgent and important activities of quadrant 2 done successfully. You can also schedule in your calendar some free or open time for quadrant 3 and 4 activities, such as hanging out with friends or doing nothing without actually wasting time, because these periods then become important rest periods that fuel your enthusiasm for getting the necessary activities done, instead of taking away from you what you actually want to achieve. Thanks for watching, champions. Be sure to like and comment on anything you found useful in this video. Make sure to also subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time a new video is released.